Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Mafex Star Wars The Force Awakens First Order Stormtrooper. So what is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mafex First Order Stormtrooper. So let's get into it right away and start off with the packaging. So we do get a basic style box for Mafex. We get the really big window right there in the front of the box. We do get an image of the figure on the bottom left. Says First Order Stormtrooper action figure Mafex number 21 and Medicom toy. Then the bottom of it is the barcode and blubby bluff stuff that nobody cares about. Then there's the top of the box right there, just says Star Wars. And then here is the one side of it. And then here's the other side of the box. Then the back of the packaging shows a bunch of different poses you can get the figure into, along with some of his accessories. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure open and take a closer look at the First Order Stormtrooper. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look, and Mafex really did a great job with this First Order Stormtrooper. The helmet does look good, very clean paint all throughout it for the most part, and very nice sculpt work as well. The only paint issue I see is this black line here. They're missing a little bit of black paint there, but it's so minor and barely noticeable. It's not that big of a deal. The rest of the helmet does look good though, nice sculpt, and wherever it's painted, pretty clean paint work. And then we do get some nice sculpt work on the neck as well, as you can see there. Now for the torso, the one thing that irritates me a little is the torso joint. I feel like it's a little too loose. Like, it's not too tight and it's not extremely loose. It's kind of like how the SH Figuarts Jango Fett torso and waist joint was, so it gets a little irritating at times. The detail on the torso though, nice sculpt, and wherever it's painted, nice paint work, so good job on that. Then there's the back there with that canister piece. Pretty cool looking. Another thing I don't like, Mafex once again connected the shoulder pads to the torso. They really need to stop doing that. You need to connect them to the arms when it comes to action figures, because it's going to hinder some arm movement. I mean, you won't be able to get his arm any higher than that, or say you have him in a pose with his arm like that, and then say later on you decide to change the pose, the shoulder pad's going to stick out like that for a while, and it's going to look stupid. So I wish they would stop connecting the shoulder pads to the torso, because I feel like it's lazy. You got to put them on hinges and connect them to the shoulder on the arm there. The arm does look good though, like the sculpt work at the shoulder. Nice job with this. And one thing I really love that Mafex did is they sculpted the elbow joint, so that is a very big plus right there. Forearm looks good, nice sculpt work on it. Now for the belt here, this is another thing I'm not too fond of. It's not the worst, but I do like it the way Tamashii Nations did it, how they put all these pouches on their own individual hinge so you can articulate them up and it won't hinder leg movement. Now with Mafex, they're just solid pieces like glued onto the belt, so you won't be able to kick his leg out any further than that. I mean, it's not horribly hindering the articulation, but I mean, I think it would have been better if they were on hinges so you can hinge them up and you can get more movement with the leg there. I mean, they did do a nice job sculpting them and everything. Now for the legs, one thing I like that Mafex did is they did some sculpt work on the pants there, the black pants, so I do like the sculpted wrinkles. And we do get the holster here for the small blaster gun. There's the back of the legs. And once again, they did sculpt the joints on the knees, so that is a very big plus right there, even on the front as well. So nice job with that. And another thing I like more about the Mafex and the SH Figuarts is the feet. They're not so thin and tiny like the Figuarts. They're much wider, so he can balance better. The SH Figuarts Stormtroopers, it's very hard to balance them, and the front of their foot kind of goes up a little bit, so it kind of seesaws back and forth, so you have to balance it perfectly. This one, he stands flat-footed, and he balances very good, and you get more movement with this ankle articulation as well, so I do like the feet better on the Mafex one. And there's the bottom of them, and nice sculpted wrinkles on the top of the feet as well. Overall, I think Mafex made another solid Star Wars figure. I think they haven't made a bad one yet. They're doing a very good job with their Star Wars line. And I am Very happy with the detail on this first order Stormtrooper, but anyway, let's continue on. So just want to show a quick side-by-side comparison of both the Mafex and the SH Figuarts first order Stormtrooper. Both companies did an excellent job with their own version of the character. There's some things I like more in the Mafex and other things I don't. There's some things I like more in the Figuarts and other things I don't. Like, I do like the helmet a lot better on the Figuarts. I do like the shoulder pads much better because they're on hinges and connected to the arm, where Mafex is just connected to the torso and it hinders arm articulation. I do like the pouches better on the belt on Figuarts because they're on hinges, so it doesn't hinder leg movement. Meanwhile, Mafex is just a solid piece glued onto the belt, so it hinders leg articulation. I do like that Mafex did sculpt the black pants underneath the armor when Figuarts did not, and I do like Mafex's feet a lot better. They're much wider. He stands and balances much better than the Figuarts one. The Figuarts one, the feet is so narrow and he's so hard to balance, you're afraid he's going to tip over. And then another thing Mafex did better is the accessories. You get more of your money's worth with the Mafex. Meanwhile, with Figuarts, you have to buy like 3 different Stormtroopers in order to get all the accessories you get with the Mafex one. But like I said, both companies did a great job. Just depends which one you like more and what you would rather spend your money on. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, we get a ton of awesome stuff included with this figure. So we do get a Mafex stand, which comes in 3 parts. We get the bottom part, the arm, and then the clamp. And it does articulate. It swivels at the bottom, and then it hinges at the bottom, hinges at the middle, hinges at the top, and then the clamp is also on a hinge. So pretty cool that we do get a stand. And then we do get the shield here. Let's focus the camera. Does look pretty cool. I think the SH Figuarts one looks a little bit better. Plus the SH Figuarts has the translucent black plastic there. But it does look pretty cool. And then we do get these straps in the back. And the way you get him to hold it is you unpeg his left hand. And then you just slide the shield on like so. And then you just peg his hand back on. So all you do is unpeg the hand, slide the shield on, then peg the hand on, and then there you go. As simple as that. So we do get that, and then we also get 2 batons. So we do get the retracted one and the extended one. So let's focus the camera and get a better look at them. But very nice clean paintwork on these. They did a good job with them. Retracted one looks pretty cool. And then we do have 2 pegs on it, because you can peg it on the side of his thigh here, as you see the 2 peg inserts. Let's peg it in like so, and then there you go. That looks really cool, actually. So we do get the retracted one, and then we also get the extended one here. That's ready for battle. But nice clean paintwork on this one as well. So pretty cool that we get both of those, and then we also get 2 blasters or guns, whichever you would like to call them. So we do get the larger one at the top here, and then we do get the smaller one at the bottom. And they did do a nice job with the smaller one, nice tiny sculpted detail, and the paint's pretty clean for the most part. So good job on that. And then we do get 2 pegs, because you can peg it into the side of his thigh here. Let's put that on there. And there you go, that looks pretty cool. So we do get that one. And then we do get the larger one here, which I think Mafex did a much better job compared to the Figuarts one, because the Figuarts one, it looked too big, plus it didn't have this part also, so I do like the one Mafex made a lot better, and I just love all the tiny sculpted detail on it. I mean, that looks dope. Paint's pretty clean for the most part, too. I mean, just look at that tiny detail just on this piece right there. That looks awesome. And it does have 2 pegs, because you can peg this into the side of his thigh as well, so that is pretty awesome. So we do get those, and then we also get 8 interchangeable hands. So we do get a pair of fists, of course. Let's focus the camera, and nice clean paintwork on it, nice sculpt work as well. So we do get a pair of fists, and then we also get a pair of open hands, which I like that Mafex included. So I do like the sculpt work on the palms. That looks pretty cool. See top of them looking nice, so we do get those. And then we do get a pair of gripping hands, which is meant for him to grip onto the baton. So nice work on these. And then finally we get a pair of trigger finger hands for the guns, of course. Nice sculpt and paint on these as well. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with the Trooper. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. And I didn't notice this, but you can unpeg the back part of the larger blaster gun, so that is actually pretty cool. Now for the height of the First Order Trooper, he stands just shy of 6.5 inches tall, and then here he is compared to The SH Figuarts Captain Phasma and the SH Figuarts Baton and Shield First Order Stormtrooper. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts A New Hope Luke Skywalker, the SH Figuarts Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker, the Mafex R2-D2, and the Mafex Crappy 3PO. Oh yeah, Mafex did make a crappy Star Wars figure. Almost forgot. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Awaken Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Collective Shadowland Daredevil. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, we do get 2 points at the neck, one at the upper neck and one at the lower neck. So the upper neck joint, very good up and down movement, very nice pivot, and it also swivels. The lower neck joint, forward and back a little bit of pivot, and it swivels as well. So very nice movement at both those neck joints. Then we do get a point of articulation at the torso under the chest. Only crunches forward about that much. Goes back a little bit better. Do get very nice pivot up there, and then we don't see any gaps unlike the SH Figuarts one, so that is definitely good. And then we also get swivel. Now for the waist, tiny bit of forward and back, same with pivot, and it also swivels. So we do get decent movement at the waist and very good movement at the torso here, just not the best forward and back movement. Now for the arms, at the shoulders, we do get a nice joint in the shoulder there, so you can get a nice circular motion out of the arm. And then the arms do go out to the sides, a lot less than 90 degrees, so that is a little disappointing. They do go up only that much because it gets hindered by the shoulder pad. We do get bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that bend in a lot more than 90 degrees, so that is always good. Then we get a ball hinge on the wrist, so it does swivel, and it hinges back and forth. Now for the legs, we do get these shifting leg joints. They only shift down a tiny bit though, as you can see. Then he kicks forward about that much, so that is very disappointing. Really doesn't go to the back at all. Then kicks out to the side, a little more than 45 degrees, and then we do get very nice swivel up there, but you can see how the pouches do hinder the leg movement. Now we do get double jointed knees that bend back a lot more than 90 degrees, so that's always good. Now for the ankles, they do swivel a little bit, but they get hindered by the armor pieces around the ankles, just like the Figuarts one. They do hinge up a pretty good amount, same with hinging down, and then we do get very nice pivot there and toe articulation. So overall, I think Mafex really worked in the movement very nice on this Stormtrooper, and I am satisfied with it. Certain spots are hindered, but I mean, you're going to get some nice poses with this piece. But anyway, that is my review of the Mafex Star Wars The Force Awakens First Order Stormtrooper. Hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, you can head over to agelessgeeks.com. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to share. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. So what is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing today? So we do get the basic style looking box for Mafex. And then the bottom of it is the barcode and blah blah blah. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure open and take a close. Oh shit. The SH Figuarts Captain Phasma and the SH Figuarts First Order Babu. Just wanted to show you a quick side-by-side comparison of the Mafex SH Figuarts. Wait, what? But I do like how they sculpted the pants, like the sculpted wrinkles and stuff on the Mafex one, the black pants on the legs there. Well, of course it's on the legs, it's freaking pants.